Ladies and gents, this is not a drill. You read the title of this vlog correctly. We are off eventing tomorrow for the first time in 4 months. Finally, another eventing vlog is going to come out. It's been ages since my SWALCLIFFE one, and I'm just dying to get out to TWESELDOWN tomorrow. I'm taking both the boys and we're doing the same classes as we did at SWALCLIFFE because we're effectively restarting the season since it's been so long. So Star is going to be in the B90 and Atty is going to be in the B100. I'm going to try and keep this intro fairly short and sweet because I'm aware this vlog could get fairly lengthy, but I'm also going to try and document some of the differences between normal eventing and socially distant eventing, because obviously this is the first weekend of eventing after lockdown, so eventing is not going back to normal. There's still lots of restrictions on gatherings, so I'm going to try and document that and let you guys know how I find everything. I went to walk the course yesterday with Dan, so I'm going to insert a montage now of the courses. Oh dear! Did anyone get it? Because there was a deer there. Yeah, it must be, because I don't know. Like that goes to that. He's gonna give me his advice about how I can get from this step to that jump.
So, firstly, we're going to want to approach it, come from this way, and this is a step down, and you know, in the world of professional riding, you want to approach these really straight on, just because that's the textbook way of doing it. So you might want to anchor it slightly, just because it's a really big turn, but you know. So you're only going to come over this, and then you're going to want to come out, and you're probably going to want to use all the space you've got, so that you can then angle yourself straight for the 10A and B elements.
So, as you can probably tell from my reactions, I like the B90 course. I think it's very fair. They've made it a little bit shorter than normal because it's the first weekend back since lockdown and not everyone's horses are super duper fit. So I really appreciate that. I wish there were a couple of longer spaces where I could open up Star because he can take quite a long time to bring back. So those long canter stretches are lorry, we have these two little rascals to deal with, so they're going to go out in the field overnight. Alrighty, I am back from the yard. Ponies are platted, horses are bathed, everything is looking good. Just got to pack the lorry because we have a very early start tomorrow. My alarm's going to go off at like 5:30 in the morning, so I don't want to get up and be packing the lorry because I'm not a morning person. So we're going to get on with it now. I just thought I would take you through which saddle pads we're bringing tomorrow because it seems to be an incessant amount. So this is our plain white Lemure one, which Atty will have for his dressage. Underneath that we've got our Team Better Life one, which Star usually wears for show jumping, but we might switch it up. It might be Atty. Then we've got the Horse Quest one, which at SWALCLIFFE, Atty will for both of his jumping phases. I love my Horse Quest one, so obviously that has to come as well. We've got a plain black one, which Star sometimes wears cross country. It's just like a bit more breathable. And then of course, last but not least, we have my Team Crosby dressage saddle pad, which Star will wear under his gorgeous Crosby dressage saddle. So now I've just got to find a place to put them all. Here's our first major difference between normal eventing and post-lockdown eventing. These are my numbers. We've printed them out at home because there's no secretary's tent, so you have to print off your own numbers and scores are online. But I think this is really cool. They've put our times along the bottom, so if you're a scatterbrain like me, you don't have to go online and check your times. You can just check the sheet of paper. These are Star's new ears, which is one of the two things that we are trying to help calm him down because he gets quite nervy at competitions. So, as I was saying, Star can get pretty nervy at competitions. He just gets a bit fidgety and flighty. I think when he sees all the other horses doing dressage and cross country and loads of lorries around and the atmosphere, he knows what's up. He knows what's about to happen. And if you've followed me for a while and watched my SWALCLIFFE vlog, which will be linked below, you will know that our dressage was a bit of a car crash. We didn't even make it into canter. And we got a 45. And obviously that's not ideal, especially when he produced such a classy double clear afterwards, but our dressage meant we had no chance of placing. So as well as the ears, I'm going to be trying out Premier Performance's Calming Cookies, which are very, very kindly gifted to me by them. I'm really, really hopeful that these are going to help calm him down. I'm going to give him one tomorrow morning and then one about 45 minutes before his dressage, which is what they recommended. And since I shared on my Instagram story that I was going to be using these and doing a little bit of a review of how they affect Star, so many of you guys have come forward and said you've already used them and loved them and have had great results with them. So I'm really, really excited to try them, and I'm hoping that this could be the cure to competition nerves. They also sent me some human ones as well, so if I'm feeling particularly nervous tomorrow, I shall try them. And they are of course BE, BD, BS, all competition legal, just to take the edge off for those nervy competition horses. Hay nets all made up for tomorrow, and we're pretty much done for the evening. Good morning vlog. It's time to go eventing. All ready to go. We've arrived at the yard. Are we gonna see Atty's face? Yeah, we are. I gave you a bath. You are so annoying. That wasn't really part of the plan. Someone's gonna need a rebath. The living of the lorry has kind of just turned into an overflow tack locker at this point because we don't have enough storage space. Both loaded and ready to go. The show jumping course is quite big and there's a lot of uprights which Atty loves to have down, like on downhill slopes and things that I'm sure will test us, but it's time to take Atty's hay away and get him ready. Clearly I can't vlog in this bit of the lorry. So I've just done my dressage with Atty. As per usual, he warmed up really nicely. We went in and it didn't quite come off. There were some really nice moments, but not the test I wanted overall. We sort of slipped into one of our canters and were a bit disunited and all over the place. But we've got our score back. It was 38, and we're in an arena where everyone else used to have sub-20s, so sub-30, not sub-20, sub-30s. So not looking too good for us, but we're just gonna go have fun around the jumping because that's what we're here to do. Bit of a busy half an hour. Star has come out the lorry I've done his studs so that he's all ready for our quick turnaround after Atty finishes his jumping phases, and Atty was obviously untacked after dressage and is now getting tacked up by Mum very kindly for all of his jumping phases whilst I get back changed again. good, but I have a really tight turnaround before Star, so I'll probably update you guys when I'm done. Another long but good day spent with the horses. And now we are finally gonna go home. Bye bye. Yeah, so this is not ideal. Made all the nicer by the fact that he's just been showered off. Oh, that's how Lulu feels, and she hasn't been out eventing like me. It's 9 o'clock and we've just got home, just having some cuddles with Lulu and also Towie as well over there. Lulu is eating my entire hand. We got stuck in a huge traffic jam, like at standstill for half an hour on the way home. So we're all running a little bit late. It's gone 9 o'clock and I still have loads of things to do. Got to sort out the lorry, got to sort out some of the tack and boots. So I'm gonna end this vlog properly tomorrow because nobody wants to look at this face for another 5 minutes. Yeah, but a good day, a good day. No placings. Oh, so close, but a good day. It's gone 9 o'clock and here I am rinsing off boots from cross country today. You would think we might be done by this time considering we left the yard at 6:15. Oh well, that's the realities of eventing 2 horses, and I'm seriously looking forward to off church in a few weeks time because it's just Atty. It's an embarrassing amount of time since we've evented. It's about 3 days later and I finally found time to go through this outro because I'm sure you guys want to know how I got on rather than me just leaving you on a cliffhanger. I've actually already started editing the vlog because it's so much later, and I know that at this point you're about 20 minutes deep, so I'm going to try and wind this up. Congratulations if you're still here at this point. But first up was Atty. It's really hard when I'm eventing 2 horses to have enough time to properly chat to you guys between each phase because the timings are so tight, especially with these new coronavirus restrictions. They only allowed a certain amount of people on site at a time, so the aim is to get people in, get people out, and the times are fairly rapid. So he did a pretty exuberant dressage. He was sort of strutting his stuff in the warm-up arena, really buzzing because obviously he hasn't been out eventing since March. But then when we went into the test, he sort of just overboiled a little bit. We had a little bit of canter on the wrong leg, we had a little bit of disunited canter. It's just a test I'd rather not remember. So we got a score of 38, which frustrating, but without those mistakes in the canter, probably could have been a bit lower than that, so take it. And then show jumping, he was jumping so big and bold, but then he almost wasn't listening because of how bold he was jumping, so we had a couple of unfortunate poles, and I do think they were annoying. Like watching back the footage, it wasn't like he crashed through the fences or anything, it's just one of those things. So I decided to just take it with a pinch of salt, get on with the cross country, which is both of our favourite phases, and he flew, clearance at the time. He made those 2 stride distances that I was worried about. He did have to stretch, bless him, but he did it, so I was really pleased with that. Then on to Star, which was such a quick turnaround. We only had like an hour between the start of my cross country round on Atty and then my actual dressage test on Star, so we were in a rush, but he did a really good test. The calming cookies were brilliant, again, because in that period we were so rushed. I didn't actually film like giving the calming cookies to Star, but I will try and do that the next time I get out because oh my goodness did they make a difference. Like I said, if you've seen my SWALCLIFFE event vlog, you will have seen what he was like in the dressage. He was so stressed, he was so anxious, and I was kind of worried that we were going to have the same sort of thing at TWESELDOWN, but the calming keys worked. They were absolutely amazing. I will obviously link them in the description because they have really transformed what he was like at an event. And he had like a 5 minutes where he was like got a bit tense and I was like, oh god, it's all going down south, but we managed to get him back. He was nice and calm. And we got a 33.8 with our dressage. That was 12 marks less than we got at SWALCLIFFE, so absolutely buzzing with that. And I feel like there's still a lot more to go. I think next time I'm going to give him one of the calming cookies in the morning as well, and then one an hour before he goes. And I'm hoping that that combined with the lovely Crosby dressage saddle that I was very kindly sent, that has just made such a difference to my riding, and of course the ears that he then wore in the other phases, just really helps. He just felt so much more settled and relaxed throughout the day. So if you guys have a nervy competition horse, calming cookies and ears, I would really recommend them. Star was like a different horse. He then flew the show jumping, clear, although I'm sure you guys will have seen he had a little bit of a spook at fence fault. I have no idea what that was about because he's like the biggest, boldest horse, so I can only think he saw something off in the distance because coming down that line you were looking directly at the cross country warm-up, so I'm thinking he might have seen something in there, not sure. But then he sorted it out because I was like, nope, we are absolutely going, we're not turning a circle, and he jumped it even though we were sort of on a really bad angle. And then cross country he went clear, so absolutely buzzing with him. Obviously he's like the big winner of the day. I was so psyched. We were 6 or 7 seconds too slow, I can't remember, and that knocked us out of the placings. Typical Flo. In typical Flo style I finished 11th, which I think I finished like 4 times last year. It's like the most annoying place to finish, but it's fine. I'm just happy to have had a double clear. I cannot complain, and that dressage score is such an improvement. Without those pesky time faults we would have been well inside the top 10, and you can't really ask much more than that. So it was a pretty good day. It was really full on, and it definitely took me a couple of days to recover, so I need to get back into the swing of things. It's been so long since I've been out eventing, I forgot how full on it was. But if you did like this video, because I'm not going to drag it on any longer, I'm going to leave you guys, let you guys go, but if you enjoyed it, and you want to see more, I have a very action-packed couple of weeks coming up. Aston with Star, who's going to be attempting the 100, and Towie this weekend, and Off Church with Atty next weekend. And as well as that, I have my rescheduled Horse Quest bursary winning lesson with Sam Griffiths, which I'm also going to vlog. So there should be a lot of content coming up on my YouTube channel over the next month. So be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below. What did you think? Were you as proud as I was of Star today? Because I was so proud. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye!